There are many ways to get the things that we want for ourselves in our lives. But basically, it all begins with how we choose to think. As you think, so shall you be.
I don't know why you do what you do. What is your motive for action? What is it that drives you in your life today, not 10 years ago, or are you running the same path? For your well, the needs, the beliefs, the emotions that are controlling you. For two reasons. So there's more of you to give. They're cheap too. We all want to do it, but I mean give. That's what's going to fill you up. And secondly, so you can appreciate, not just understand, that's intellectual, that's mind, but appreciate what's driving other people. It's the only way our world's going to change.
There ain't nothing you can do about what's going to happen to you. You can't stop life from happening. You can do something about it. Life is 10% what happened to you. It's 90% what you do about it. You got to stop tripping every time something happened to you like it's the end of the world. It ain't. Just change your mindset. If you change your attitude, you change your altitude.
You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
But it first starts with a sound, right? There's this sound that I hear, and that sound moves me, all right? That sound moves me. So this was a sound that I heard years ago. And there are times in my life where I just stop and I play this sound because it does something for me internally. It moves me.
Everything that you do, everything you engage in must come from the soul. It has to be something that is innate, because the only one that can make your dream a reality is you. You must be willing to work harder than anyone else to set a tone for those that come after you so that they will imitate the leadership you display.
You need to be moved, whatever it is that you can do literally to incite it. Listen to me very closely. When I say find something that moves you, what most of you do wrong is you're waiting for something to move you. Instead of creating the thing every day that moves you. And the reason why I say find something that moves you, because what separates humans is our effort. There's some of us who give 70% to what we do. Some of us 80%, some of us 90%, some of us 100%, some of us 120%. And so when you move and you are moved, it allows you to operate at a whole different level.
What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
Make a choice. Right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. Internal alignment. And you got to protect it. You have to trust it. You have to be able to know when your soul is speaking to you. That's why it's important to disconnect, to disappear at times, to get to places where you can hear your soul. Because some of us, we live such a busy, noisy life that we can't even hear our soul. All we hear is the opinions of others. All we hear is what this world telling us who we are, what we should be. Because we're so connected to external conversations that we disconnect from the internal dialogue in our soul.
Everyone's going to hit adversity. Everyone's going to hit adversity. It's how you deal with that adversity. And the key word is you. Not letting somebody else deal with that adversity. You have to deal with that adversity. And how you deal with it. Are you going to fight through it? Or are you going to curl up and just roll over into the corner? It's going to pretty much determine how the rest of your development from a mental standpoint is going to carry you.
Like, live by those words, never settle, go for it. People going to judge you regardless. And so many of us, we're so afraid to fail. We're so afraid to be judged. We're so afraid to be ridiculed. And we live our whole entire life for trying to please who can care less about us. This world ain't gonna give a damn about you when you die. Do you realize that? I refuse to live my life for that. I refuse to live my life in a situation that I know is tearing my life apart. I refuse to die unhappy. I refuse to die miserable. I refuse not to meet the greatest version of myself. You gotta refuse it too.